Just begin to arrive in a seated posture. Please take care of yourself. And if that seated posture is on a chair, if it's on a mat, if it's on a pillow, whatever you need to take care of your body right now. And just start to notice your breath. Don't do anything different right now. Start to tune in to how you're breathing. Begin to develop some awareness of what's going on in your body today. Tune into any discomfort, anything that feels off, anything that's stiff. And take a breath in and breathe some energy into that space. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. And as you breathe in, start to notice your rib cage expanding. And as you breathe out, it kind of comes back in. Now your next in breath, imagine your breath coming from really deep down in your belly. And breathe out as it goes back in. And this time, breathe in and imagine your rib cage expanding. Then breathe out as it goes back in. Now imagine your chest expanding. Breathe into your chest. And breathe back in. And this time, I want you to pay attention to something called the three-part breath. So it takes those three places that we just breathed into, and it brings the breath kind of up. So we breathe into our stomach for like the belly first, and then it expands into our rib cage, and then it expands into our chest. And then as we breathe out, it goes the opposite way. Chest, rib cage, belly. So just see what that feels like. Play around with it. In, belly, rib cage, chest, out, chest, rib cage, belly. Play around with it just 2 more times, and if it doesn't feel right, stop it, go back to your normal breath. Belly, rib cage, chest, chest, rib cage, belly. 1 more time. And just go back to your normal breath. But feel that sensation of what it felt like to breathe into all parts of your torso, to fill up every part of your lungs, your diaphragm. And with that awareness, on the next in breath, breathe in through the mouth, kind of like a surprise. And exhale like you're fogging up the mirror. Hear that sound, feel that sensation, do it another time. And then start to do it, then close your mouth and see if you can maintain it. There should be a little bit of a sensation in the back of your throat, kind of where your nose meets your throat. And this is called Ujjayi breath. So this is another breath that we utilize to just engage the body a little bit more. It's called the victorious breath. It's another way of moving our energy. So let's just try that a couple more times. You breathe in through your nose with that sensation of surprise. And exhale like you're fogging a mirror. The little ones, you'll sound like Darth Vader. And then return to your normal breath. With all the different breaths, this is just about just more awareness, different ways to move our energy, to move our breath, but also awareness of the body and just connecting to different parts of us that we don't pay a lot of attention to. So just return to any breath that feels right to you, whether that's belly breathing, whether it's nasal, whether it's mouth, but take a couple of breaths for us to just kind of attune to the same pace. So inhale for 3, and exhale for 3. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. On your next inhale, if you can, shoulders to ears. So they come up on the inhale, and exhale, roll down your back. Just a really gentle movement. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll down your back. Inhale to ears. And exhale, roll down your back. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you, right in front of you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. We're warming up our spine, our hips, our shoulders. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Just gently moving some synovial fluid through. Exhale to the right. And connecting your breath. Inhale, center. Then exhale, hands down to your lap. Okay, and we're doing some seated cat and cows. So on the inhale, shoulders come back, chest comes forward. And exhale, we round just a little bit, kind of creep your hands forward just to create relaxed spine. Inhale, chest comes forward. And exhale, round. Maybe you choose to bring your hands out for a little stretch. Inhale, chest lifts. And exhale, round. Coming back to center. Let's see. We're going to come, only if you're able to, no, scratch that. We're going to come to standing. And when you come to standing, I want you to just play around with your feet for a second. Just kind of noticing how they feel on the ground. Really feeling that sensation of all 4 corners of your feet. So kind of the 2 points on the back of your heel, your big toe, your little toe, picking them up, kind of moving around and moving them as wide as you need to get stability. So wherever that is, at least a little bit of space between them if you want a more stable base. And inhale, arms come up. And exhale, just forward fold. So like hinging at the hips, hands come down. Inhale, halfway up with a flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back to standing. Arms can come above your head if you want to stretch. And back to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, arms can come up. Inhale and exhale. Back to standing. Wonderful job, Benny. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hinge at the hips, come up. And exhale back to center. Just take a second here and maybe you let your eyes close gently. Maybe your hands stay at your heart center, maybe they go to a space of connection. But just take a second to think about your intention for today's practice. Think about how you're going to show up for yourself. Think about what you need today. Make a commitment to yourself of what you're going to honor, whether that is to only do certain movements, whether that is to take a child's pose when you just feel like you just want to stay in one place, whether it's just to sit still and breathe with us. Wherever we're at today, just notice whatever you need. Make that commitment to yourself. And that's the intention I'd offer for all of us, that we take care of our bodies. We listen to what we need. My intention for myself today is go with the flow, because plan didn't feel right. And that's okay. That's what we're learning to do. Trust ourselves. And when that feels right, when you know what you need, we're going to breathe in and exhale one sound of Om. So inhale. Om. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, inhale, arms come up, go really, really tall. Exhale, bend to the right a little bit. Inhale, center. Bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, come out wide to our star. So toes are pointed diagonally, hands are out. Take a breath here. And exhale, arms become goalposts. And we squat down just a little bit. And inhale back to our star. Exhale, goalposts. Only go down as far as you need to. And inhale, star. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down to your left shin or your left ankle or a chair. Right arm comes up. And on your next exhale, bring your right arm down to meet your left. Breathe in. And exhale, come to the center for a forward fold. It can be at the hands on the ground, hands on your shins, hands on your hips, hands on the chair, wherever you need. Take a breath. Your next exhale, both hands to your right ankle. Take a breath. Inhale, open up that left arm so you're as high to the sky. And on your exhale, pull up to a star. Inhale. Exhale, goalposts. Inhale, star. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and then step together and hands to heart center. Take a second here to just check in with your body. Listen to your breath. Where are you feeling it? Chest, rib cage, stomach? What does it feel like? Is it shallow? If it is, let's take a second to just ground, slow down, and just be present with yourself. Notice any tingling of energy moving through you as you started to get warmed up and energized. And on your next breath, right foot stays pointed straight. Left foot, bring it back into warrior two. So it's going to be pointed this way, parallel to your front foot. The heel of your front foot bisects the arch of your back foot and a little bend in the front knee. Cartwheel your arms up and look over that front hand. Feel powerful, warrior, goddess. Take one big sigh if you need to. On your next exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand comes down, right hand comes over your head. Take a breath. And exhale, come back the other way. Right arm to right knee, left arm over your head, reverse or extended side angle. Inhale back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. And left or right hand goes down to right ankle. Left hand comes up, just like we did in our warrior or goddess sequence. Hand comes down to your ankle. And you can swing around for a forward fold if you choose. Or you can just come up to a Wonder Woman pose if you want to. Whatever feels right in your body. Now left foot points straight, right foot is perpendicular. Bend that little bit into the front leg. Arms come up, strong gaze. Breathe in and out. Left arm up, right arm back on the inhale. And exhale, come back the other way. Left arm to left knee, right arm overhead. Straighten that front leg. Bring left arm down, right arm up. Take a breath. On the exhale, you can come to a wide-legged forward fold or your Wonder Woman pose. Whatever feels right in your body in this moment. And inhale back to standing. Bring your feet together. Space of connection. And maybe even move around a little bit. Just kind of wiggle around and really be in your body for a moment. If you need to wiggle your arms, your legs, your shoulders, just really feel your body for a second. Feel anything that feels different after that warrior sequence. Notice any kind of movement and anything that was just had some discomfort before. Notice your breath. Just take a second to just experience your body. Breathing in and out. Just moving around. Feel what it feels like to be human, to be silly, just to breathe. On your next breath, bring a little bit of weight into your right foot as your left foot comes up. And we're going to come into tree if you choose. If not, just do arms with us. So your left foot can come to your left ankle, your left or calf, or you can bring it up if you're like able to stay there. I'm not right now, that's okay. And just feel the oppositional sides, your left pressing into your right, creating some stability. Find your stable base. Ooh. And then start to grow your tree. Arms up. Maybe you want to wave them around. Ooh. Embrace the wobble. Ooh. When that feels complete, come out and tap feet around. And start to pull some weight on your left foot. Coming over, bringing your right foot up. Ooh. Ankle or calf or thigh. Finding that stable point where both sides are pushing together and creating some harmony. And then start to grow your tree. Ooh, if you come out of it, just come on back in. Maybe sway around. Embrace the movement. When that feels complete, come out of it. Wonderful. We're going to come on down to the ground. So if you have your pillows or your bolsters or blocks or anything nearby you want to use, come on down, and you can come on down just by getting on the ground, or if you want to like do a little vinyasa, you can totally do that. I'm just gonna kind of step back. I think that feels right. And come on to your knees if you are able to, and if you're not, just come into an easy pose. And if knees aren't feeling so great, you can totally sit on a pillow, like putting it kind of under your seat between your heels and your glutes. Just gives a little bit of an extra support whenever things don't feel so hot. And from here, just roll your shoulders back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. This is hero's pose. This is still an asana. We're still doing yoga, but we're just sitting and connecting with our breath for a second. And if it feels right, you can stay right there, of course, but if you would like to, I invite you to take a child's pose. So you just kind of widen your knees out just a little bit. So they're it's kind of a space for you to sit back on your heels. Again, if you want to use your pillow, you can totally do that. I'll also invite you, if you want to, you can put a pillow under your chest so that you don't have to go down as further, and you can just kind of surrender for a second. Just hugging your pillow. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Maybe stretching your arms above your head if you want to, and breathing out. You can also move here if you choose to. You can kind of rock from side to side. Whatever is going to create the sensation you're looking for in your body. Three more breaths here. In and out. In and out. Coming back up to your hero's pose. Removing any pillows. And just swinging your legs around in front of you. Stretched out. And take a second to really feel your seat on the ground. Notice your kind of the points of your tailbone. See if you can kind of feel the sensation of them connected to the earth. Notice your hips and what's going on there. If it feels right and comfortable to be sitting in this L shape, or if you need to support yourself a little bit, maybe putting something behind you just to give you a little bit more support there. But if you're able to, really feel the sensation of that L shape. So from tailbone all the way through the tops of our head, we're creating a line of energy. And from tailbone all the way through the feet, flex feet if you'd like to, really active, creates a line of energy. And from here, bring your arms up above your head. You can leave them here, or if you would like to, you can exhale and bend at the hips just a little bit, stretching forward to your toes or your shins or right beside you. And inhale, coming back to seated. That line of energy. And exhale. Inhale, arms come up again. And again, you can bend over if you'd like to. Exhale, bend forward just as much as you can without completely losing that sensation of being connected to the ground. And come back to seated. And one last time. Inhale, arms come up. Then exhale, bending forward just a little bit. And come back to seated. Take a second. If you'd like to sit on a pillow, totally do it. I am going to do that. And bring our feet together. They can be out here, that's fine. If you're super bendy, they may be like, ow, that hurts, way up in here. They might be somewhere in between. But just kind of feeling where you are getting the sensation you would like. And that doesn't have to be anything in particular. It can be a really easy sensation. It can be more stretching, whatever feels good. And just take a second to kind of really press your feet together, just kind of noticing how they're kind of pushing into one another, creating a little bit of stability. So you could kind of rock back and forth if you wanted to. Maybe even choose to do that. Maybe you want to rock around a little bit. And on the inhale, grow really tall. And exhale, bend over just a little bit, keeping your spine as straight as you can. So whenever it starts to bend, stop. And inhale back to center. And again, exhale, bending over, keeping your spine as straight as you can. So whenever that starts to be compromised, stop. You're feeling sensation in your low back, maybe in your hip flexors, and inhale back to center. And exhale, folding forward. And this time you can let your head round over if you'd like, just kind of relaxing into it. And taking a couple breaths here. And inhale back to center. Just take a second with yourself. If you want to stay here, cool. If you want to stretch your legs out, whatever feels like a good seated posture for you right now. And I want you to just check in with your body. Because anytime we move some stuff around in our hips, it's because of its placement and the proximity to our root chakra in our our sacral chakra too. It can sometimes stir up some stuff, whether that's some sadness or some feelings or some trauma maybe. And so if you're noticing anything in your body right now, I just want you to tune into it, breathe into it, breathing it out of your body, breathing in, looking at your happy thing in your room, breathing out, and breathing in and looking at the faces on the camera, noticing your safe people and your support, and breathing out. And then definitely stretching your feet out and just kind of tapping everything out, just kind of wiggling, and anything that's kind of there, just kind of shaking it out. Beautiful. Now we are going to, no, that doesn't feel right. We're going to come over onto our backs. So laying down and bending your knees. I will invite you to definitely grab your bolster or your block, all that kind of stuff if you would like, because we're going to be doing some bridges. So if you're having any discomfort in your hips, please take care of yourself. So inhale, hips come up, pressing down into the ground in your feet. And exhale, they come back down. Inhale, arms rainbow up for a count of 4. Then exhale, they come back down. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Last time, inhale 4. Exhale 4. And if you'd like to take this restorative, you can totally stay right here. If you'd like to make it restorative, grab your block and you can place it right under your sacrum, so that hard bony part, or grab your pillows and really rest into the pillows. Or you can stay on the ground, whatever feels right to you today. And whatever you've chosen, just really relaxing into it, resting into it. Every out breath, giving a little more of your tension, giving a little more of your stress, anything that's going on for you to the mat. And as your babies that bring you joy surround you, just just relax and feel held by your mat, by your love. Continuing to breathe. Take 2 more breaths here. Removing the block or the pillows and just bringing your knees in to hug them, rock around, kind of do the opposite action. Rolling around a little bit on your low back, whatever feels good in your body. And bringing your feet back down to the ground. Again, if you have anything going on with your hips, just chill right here. Or, if you'd like to move, maybe come over onto your side. You can rock around. If you don't, I'll invite you to continue just a little bit with the hips, but very, very gently. So left foot comes up and crosses over the right thigh. You can leave it here. You can take your left hand and press a little bit on your left thigh. You can bring your right foot up to create more sensation. You can hug your right hamstring. Any of those variations are fine. Just go for whatever sensation feels best for you today. And breathe. Breathing in and out. One more breath. And releasing. And switching legs. Right comes over left. Again, staying there, checking into your sensation needs. It might be different on this side. You might need more or less than you did on the other side, and that's okay. Breathing in and out. One more breath. And releasing. And keep both feet stay on the ground, but widen them just a little bit so they're kind of the width of your mat. So instead of being closer together like we just did for bridge, they're a little bit wider out. And just drop both knees to your left, like windshield wipers. And then both knees to your right. Now we're going to connect it with our breath. So inhale to center, exhale to left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Last round. Inhale center, to the left, exhale. Inhale center, exhale right. Wonderful. And I'll invite you to roll over onto your belly if you would like to do this. So you can grab a pillow and you can literally just chill here and have a nice little rest while we move. You're still doing the work. Or I'll invite you to consider having your left cheek on the mat and bringing your right arm and your left leg up just a little bit. And bringing them back down. And switching cheeks. So right cheek's on the ground, left arm, right leg come up. Inhale. And exhale, they come back down. Inhale, forehead is down and all limbs come up. I guess forehead comes up. Ha! Exhale all the way down. Do that one more time. Inhale, everything comes up. And exhale, everything comes down. And take a second here on whatever cheek you choose, on your arm, on your pillow. Just be connected in this way to the ground. So often we do stuff on our back in these classes, and it's really nice to sometimes flip over and just feel this other part of us being held, releasing into the mat, feeling connected to the earth. And on your next inhale, you can push back into a child's pose, or you can just come back into another hero's pose. So whatever you choose, whatever feels better for you. And again, if you choose child's pose, you can totally stack up the pillows and just really relax into it. You might choose to move around a little bit in it. Maybe walking your fingers over to the right. And then walking them over to the left. And when that feels complete, coming up to the hero's pose if you're not already there. Actually, no, coming over to just an easy seat, I guess, or legs out, whatever feels right. The point is, left foot is going to come over, kind of cross over our right. And you can just chill here and then twist a little bit to the left. You're getting the spinal twist this way. If you want some more sensation, you can bring your right leg in a little bit. But the goal is to twist. And just breathe out. Twisting a little bit deeper, like you're wringing yourself out. Leaving anything that no longer serves you right here. One more breath. And exhale, untwisting. This time, left foot crosses over right. Wait, it's not right. Hold on. Right crosses over left, and we're twisting to the right. And if that's enough sensation, great. If not, you can bring your left foot in and exhale, twisting a little deeper. One more breath. And untwisting. And just take a second here to check in with your body. Notice if there's anything else you need to tend to before we move into Shavasana. Really check in and kind of talk to yourself for a second about how you took care of yourself so far in the practice. Notice if there's anything you need to do to get prepared to release into our relaxation and a meditation. And if there is, grab it, blanket, a pillow, whatever it might be. And just notice the thing that brings you joy and let it bring a small smile to your face. Whenever you feel ready, coming around, going all the way back down onto the ground, really taking up space, widening your legs and your arms. You can stretch if you'd like to, whatever you need to really get your body prepared to relax. And breathe in one more breath. On the exhale, let your eyes gently close and relax into Shavasana. And remaining in this position, but starting to pay attention to my voice. Begin to notice the flow of energy through your body, through your fingers, your toes, your arms, your legs, your center, and that channel of energy that moves from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. Just notice what it's doing. Notice what it feels like. And in our last class, we focused in on the root chakra, which is the one at the base of our spine. It's associated with the feeling of belonging, to be here, to be seen, to be heard. And its color is red. Today we're going to move up a little bit, just a little bit up the spine, into our sacral chakra, our second chakra. It's kind of halfway between your tailbone and your navel. Then its color is orange. So just kind of attune your senses to that general space and just notice kind of a spinning orange light. And notice what it's doing. Maybe it's spinning fast or slow. Maybe it's not spinning at all. Just take a second to kind of get attuned in your mind's eye to that space in your body. This chakra is associated with pleasure, joy, playfulness, the right to have fun. And so often all the stuff in life kind of gets in the way there. Things can block it. And you might struggle to feel joy, to feel pleasure, to have fun, to be playful. So as you breathe in energy to that space if you can imagine it. And breathe out, sending everything, every bit of that orange light through all parts of you. And breathing into that space again. And breathing out, shooting it through to your fingers, your toes. As you continue to breathe into that spot and breathing out, sending it through you. Imagine that little spot like a disc that's spinning faster and faster as you give it energy, as you give it awareness, as you give it breath. And breathing in, this time breathing out, just feeling joy sent through all parts of you. That same joy that your fur babies and your babies and the rooms you chose bring to you. Let yourself feel it in your body. It becomes part of your essence. And give yourself permission to feel this joy, this pleasure. And consider how you might try to access this in your day-to-day life, just tonight, tomorrow, this week. And when you consider any struggles to access it, just really attune to the thing you brought into your space, your fur baby or your baby, your candles, whatever you brought into your space to bring you joy. Let that be your anchor this week. What you focus in on to really feel the sensation, to get this chakra moving, to let the energy that needs to flow through you, to let it flow through here as well. You deserve joy, you deserve pleasure, you deserve to be playful, to have fun, to be silly. And that orange light combines with the red and with all the other colors we're going to go through. And it creates a white light that just moves through your body and out your crown chakra. And is your connection to your higher power, to your source, to the universe, to others. And pleasure and joy and fun is such a part of that. Now starting to come back to your body, bringing a little bit of awareness into your fingers and into your toes. Maybe moving your wrists and ankles around a little bit as your breath deepens. Maybe let out a big stretch if that feels right. And keeping your eyes closed, rolling over onto your left side. And just staying here for a second. As you come back to the world in this very first position we came into the world in. It's just awareness of what joy and pleasure might feel like in your body, starting to access that sensation. And rolling up to seated, but keeping your eyes closed or a soft gaze. And just taking a second to come back to the room. Maybe you start with your hands over your eyes and let some light in very slowly through your fingers. And bringing your hands down to your knees. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, pausing at your third eye, at your throat, and at your heart. Letting your head bow gently. And I'm going to utilize the blessing that Amber so lovingly suggested this week and is my favorite ever, and I might end every class with it now. The badass in me bows with deep honor and gratitude to the badass in all of y'all. We are one. Namaste. I'm gonna pause the recording.